Good morning, friends. The kids, most of them are done eating breakfast, but we just had some of this leftover loaf of sourdough bread. Sim, did you have breakfast already?
No.
Okay, I can slice one for you. There's also one left in there. Okay, go ahead. Toast for everybody. We've got honey, peanut butter, apple butter somewhere, probably at the table. Just a really quick and easy toast and toppings. We also have some bananas, although those aren't too bad. Do you guys want to have a banana with your breakfast too? Good morning, friends. I'm going to take you guys along today and share a full day of food for our family. So if you're new here to my channel, we are a family of 7. The kids just finished their breakfast, and so I'm going to get myself some breakfast. And a lot of the time I have a smoothie for breakfast, and so that's what I'm going to make today. I'll show you how I put together this protein-packed smoothie. Here are the ingredients for my smoothie all lined up. So I've got some frozen berries, cottage cheese, almond milk. I always do a scoop of collagen in my smoothie, and then this is my protein powder, and I wanted to show you this new protein I've been trying. I just bought it this week, and it is All Max Iso Natural. So nothing wrong with the other vanilla whey protein I just finished. I actually really liked that one, but like everything else, protein powder is going up in price, and so the one I usually get, you know, it had jumped up $30 since I last bought it 6 months ago. So I just was looking for something else. It took me a little while of searching, but I just looked for whey protein isolate, so not the protein blend. I look for the isolate. I like the vanilla flavor, and I want it to be sweetened with stevia. I don't want any sucralose or anything in it. That's what I look for when I look for a new protein. Let me just see. Can you see the ingredients there? Crossflow ultra filtered whey protein isolate. It also has natural flavor, guar gum, sunflower lecithin, and stevia leaf. So that's all the ingredients in this. It's not as sweet as my last protein was, and so sometimes that takes a little bit of time to get used to. It's like, oh, this isn't very sweet, but it mixes really well, and I do like it. So I just put all those ingredients together into the Vitamix, blend up, and that's my breakfast smoothie. This Vitamix does an amazing job. I've probably had it for, it's been at least 12 or 13 years that I've had this Vitamix, and it just works so well. And I'm using it almost daily. So I just quickly added up all the protein in this smoothie. So it's 38 grams of protein once I finish everything that's in there. So great way to have some protein to start the day. Cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, those are both excellent ways to get a lot of protein. And I know some people don't like Greek yogurt, they don't like cottage cheese. Put it in a smoothie. I like either one as is. I love eating a bowl of cottage cheese with some fruit. But if you don't, put it in a smoothie and you won't notice any of the cottage cheese texture. It just makes your smoothie really nice and creamy. I've still been doing my electrolyte drink every morning too. So every morning after my workout, usually around breakfast time, I just refill my glass with water and I put a scoop of this electrolyte powder in. This one mixes really well. The flavor is, it's pretty good. It's tolerable. I don't know that I would love any of the electrolyte flavors, but this one is pretty good. I just poured my first coffee just from our drip coffee maker. A little bit of cream in there, and time to get going on some school here. Make some lunch. Where are you going? Simeon is my lunch helper every day. So the other kids are doing math. Simeon does, where are you going? Simeon does math after lunch while everybody else does lunch cleanup, and his job is to help me prep lunch. So Simeon, you're gonna be happy to know today's lunch is one of your favorites. We are making, did you see that on the menu already?
Nope, I was just guessing.
You're just guessing because I said one of your favorites. We're having finger food for lunch, so with that, we just have crackers and meat and cheese. I did boil some eggs. We'll have some raw veggies and fruit, and just a big old snacky lunch.
I have to do pottery too. I have to do pottery too, see? You done mine. You almost done potty. Wait, Mom.
Canadian money does look a lot nicer, doesn't it?
Yeah. 5, 10.
Here is our lunch spread. So we've got some sliced up cheese and salami, some boiled eggs. There are extras too that I can slice up if we need them now, because I did boil 1, 2, 3, 4. I boiled 8 eggs this morning, so I can always slice up more, but I'll wait and see how those ones go. Cucumbers and carrots, sliced up some apples, and then a variety of crackers here on this plate. I often will do nuts as well with a lunch like this, but I think this is enough. And so we'll sometimes just go back and forth between doing nuts or doing eggs, just for that extra protein source. And we'll just drink, you know what, let's have milk at lunch today. We usually have milk to drink 1 meal a day. I'll just have water, but the kids definitely enjoy drinking milk. Here's my lunch. I should have used a bigger plate, not just a lunch plate, because it's really full. I just decided to have a couple pieces of sourdough bread since I didn't get any of that at breakfast. The kids will be happy to eat the crackers there. Yeah, you can give that plate to someone else. Simeon, give that plate to someone else, because I'm holding mine right here. Did I get out one too many?
Yep.
I did. Okay. So that's my lunch. It is just after 3 there. Just poured myself another coffee. I'm just about to put together a snack for myself, so I just have some of this plain Greek yogurt. And then yesterday when I did groceries, I got a freebie, and it's this organic granola dark chocolate and hazelnut butter. So I'm gonna try that on top of my yogurt today. There it is, granola sprinkled on top. Looks really yummy. I might have been a little bit heavy-handed on it, especially because it's not super long until supper, but I do just put yogurt in my bowl, no sweetener or anything, just plain, so I feel like I have to add quite a bit of whatever, like fruit or granola or whatever I add to it. So that's my afternoon snack today. It's time to get dinner ready now, and I'm going to make a sourdough skillet. It's been a while since I've made this, but this is such a versatile recipe, pretty quick and easy to throw together, and because it uses sourdough, sometimes, you know, we go through the week and I'm like, we've had potatoes, we've had rice, I don't really want to do pasta tonight, what can I do for our carb? And so this is a good option. It's a 1-dish meal, and like I said, it's very versatile, so all that I'm doing is I make like a meat and veggie base, and you can take that however you want to make a meat and veggie base. We'll often do it with sausages. Tonight I'm doing ground beef. You could do it with chicken. You can do it with whatever. And you can add whatever veggies you want. You're kind of sauteing the veggies and the meat together. And then you make this sourdough mixture with eggs and butter and of course your sourdough starter. Mix that all together. Pour it on top of the veggies and meat in your skillet. The skillet goes right into the oven and bakes, and cheese on top of that sourdough mixture. And it's just a really nice 1-dish meal. I am just starting by chopping up some onions and some garlic. We grow garlic in our garden, and so we end up having the biggest bulbs. Like I look at, or the biggest cloves, fairly big bulbs too, but I look at recipes and it's like, oh, use 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm like, one of our cloves from our garden is about the same as 3 that you would get in store. But I'm gonna chop up this onion and garlic. I just pulled out some ground beef from the freezer. I'm also going to use a can of chickpeas. I'm also going to do, I just have like a veggie mix in the freezer. It's like carrots, beans, and corn, or carrots, peas, and corn. I don't even remember right now, but that's the mixture I'm gonna do. And I was like, oh, should I add some beans or something? Because often I'll do like a sausages and black beans mixture, and that's really good. And so I thought, I think I have some chickpeas. And so I took this can out of the pantry and was like, should I do chickpeas? And then I thought, you know what? I bet we've had this for a long time because I don't use chickpeas often. And I looked at the top, the best before date, and it says January 1st, 2024. And I was like, okay, well, that answers my question. It's time to use this. And I know that it doesn't go bad the day after, obviously, because we're a week and a bit past this. But it is obviously time to use up this can of chickpeas. And we were visiting Andrew's aunt and uncle, I guess it was last summer. And his uncle said something that made me laugh, and so I always think of it now. Someone said something about best before, and he said, it doesn't mean rotten after. So I always say that to the kids. I'm like, best before doesn't mean rotten after. I just thought that was kind of a funny quote. It's a little bit tedious chopping up garlic, and you know, you can decide for yourself if you would rather just mince it, but personally, I do not like mincing garlic. So I would rather just chop it up really small like that. My cast iron skillet is just warming up, so once that's warm, I'll add my garlic, onions, and ground beef. As the meat cooks there, I'm just gonna start, Elijah's actually about to come and take over this for me, but I'm gonna start by measuring the sourdough into here. And let's see, Elijah, come look at my phone here and start getting these ingredients out. So you'll see it says 3 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of basil.
Where do I start?
Right there, 3 eggs. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I've got all of my veggies added to this now. My element's still on because I do just want to get this all warmed through, but I'm also going to sprinkle a bit of salt and pepper in here. Elijah, is that all of your ingredients for the sourdough there? Just double check. Oh, I think you need baking powder, right?
2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay. And then the baking powder is up here.
Okay.
I kind of just flatten the top of this here so it's like one even layer. My element is now off. Elijah's just over here grating some cheese, and I'm just gonna take this sourdough mixture and just spread it on top. The oven is warm. It's at 400 degrees. And so this skillet, because I've been cooking on the stovetop, it's already all hot, ready to just be popped right into the oven. First, we'll top this with cheese. Oh, I was like, why is there a clump? It's just coconut oil.
Yeah.
That will be fine. Okay, who's putting the cheese on, me or you?
Me.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Okay, just sprinkle it all on evenly, and then I can stick it in the oven. Unless you really want to do that.
It's fine.
It'll be pretty heavy. The cast iron pan gets pretty heavy. Okay, I'll put this into the oven. Your last job, oh, I forgot to put the one oven rack up after I last made sourdough. Your last job is going to be to bring all the compost outside, the eggshells. One of the kids just walked down and say, oh, that smells so good. We haven't had that in forever. And I agree. So there it is. Nothing neat. I'm sure you could like slice it and serve it neater, but you know, this is usually what I do. Just scoop and plop it on the plate, just like that. It's delicious. I'm ending my evening with a tea. I'm having this one, lemon and orange sunshine. It's a pretty nice tea. And we've got we're just starting some colds in this house. One of the kids is not feeling great today. And so I'm thinking that this is a good one. And I'm going to close this video. Thank you for watching.